Hello everyone, Kia Holt here. So just wanted to do what I've done a couple times after a book festival is give my thoughts and give my assessment. So on August 14th and 15th, I was in Cincinnati for my first two-day book festival, Happily Indie After BookCon. And I want to say a quick note to those who, the event planners. Please do not automatically kick out nonfiction authors. Depending on our titles, we can really blend in with most different types of genre. So I just want to say that. So I was glad to be able to go. Like I said, first time I did a two-day book festival. So I was really excited. Oh, I need to post my video of my preparation for that. So I'll get that posted on there. But I was really excited to go. First time, not first time out of Columbus, but first time doing a two-day book festival. So I was just going to kind of go down. I've got intrinsic values, total cost, pros, cons, and my closing remarks. So one, what are the intrinsic values? Fellowship, networking. Fellowship is my good Christian term that we use at church. But the networking part was really good. Met some good people and have still talked to some of them since the festival. And then made some new friends, some people that I think I would talk to even if we weren't both authors. Total cost. This is where we get a little high. So the table fee was $205. My hotel was $186.92. The food $109.39 for a total cost of food $501.31. And then I drove 193 miles. So I live in Columbus, technically Grove City. And so I did not use a whole tank of gas. So there was that. Pros, I sold 7 books on Friday and 3 books on Saturday. Cons, the selling time was only 8 hours. So the festival was 8 hours on Friday, 8 hours on Saturday. So to only sell books for 8 hours was very disappointing. I did not, when I initially signed up, I was excited because it was a 2-day book festival. So I assumed that we would be selling books the whole time. So that was disappointing. And I'm, for all that I packed and all that I was geared up, so prior to the schedule going, it was just kind of like really exciting. I had never been able to sell that much. Like I said, first 2-day book festival. So that was very disappointing to only sell 8 hours out of 16. The traffic was very low. It was not as anticipated at all, especially, you think about Cincinnati, which is a nice sized city, a very book friendly book. I think it's like very book capital-y here in Ohio. So that part was really disappointing for the amount of traffic that we had. The food. So I feel like as many authors as there were that we should have gotten a discount for our food. So paying $20 for the food that we got, I think was overpriced. Not the event planner's fault of how the food came out, but it was not worth it to me. The second thing is I didn't make my table fee back. So yeah, I sold a total of 10 books, but that didn't cover my $205 table fee. This is the first book festival I've ever done where I didn't make my table fee back. First time. So that was pretty disappointing. So closing remarks. Would I ever do festivals again? Of course. I have 5 more scheduled for the rest of the year. One, I'm waiting, hoping I get in, waiting to hear back from that. And so with the book festivals, just as any book signing, you never know. You don't know if you're going to sell anything, if you're going to do anything, if you're going to make any money. So for all the people that say, oh, I didn't really come to make any money, I'm not going to tell that lie. I am an author and I came to sell books. That is the truth. Intrinsic values, like I said, meeting other authors, the networking, all of that. I was really excited to be able to get my book on consignment. Drawing a blank on the name of the bookstore right now. So that's another a great opportunity that I wouldn't have had I not gone to HIA. So I have no regrets of going at all. Were there some things I was disappointed about? Yes. There are some things I think could have been improved. Yes. But it's always the unknown whenever you do a book festival. So, but anyway, I'm glad I went. I am praying that the rest of my book signings will go better and the rest of the book festivals. And I'm just looking forward to the future. So there's my recap. Thanks. Have a good one.